If you feel like I do, 2020 has absolutely flown by. I can't believe it's December already. In this video, we are going to be counting down the top 5 holiday movies to watch. As you start to spend time with your family, grab your peppermint mocha, settle in, and enjoy. All right, welcome everybody to the channel. Today we're going to be counting down the top 5 holiday movies that you can spend time watching this holiday season. Before we get into the top 5, if you could like the video or subscribe, it really helps us out. We thank you ahead of time. We can get right into it. Randy, starting at 5, what is your fifth favorite holiday movie?
Kind of a hard list to make, but I'll give my reasonings. So number 5 for me is going to be Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Do you like that movie?
I don't.
Okay.
I like. I, I don't even know if I like Dr. Seuss story. Actually, I mean, I as a kid I liked it, but I never got into the actual movie. I don't even think I've seen it all the way through.
But it's Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey. That points for that.
What's your fifth?
Fifth, and it's a relatively new movie, probably shocking. Office Christmas Party. Judging by that reaction, you have not seen it.
No.
And I'll tell you why. I appreciate holiday movies sometimes that like dance around the holiday spirit or dance around Christmas or but doesn't get directly in Christmas. So it's like
Mm.
a good movie to watch maybe around Thanksgiving, maybe around the 1st of December, and then it starts to slowly steamroll into the holiday season.
Right there. This is going to be interesting because those are two very different.
That was kind of an outlier for me though. So
Oh,
I get more into the classics as we go. But so homework, I'll watch The Grinch, you watch Office Christmas Party.
okay. Deal.
All right. So
Deal.
what is number 4 on your list?
Okay. Let's see. Number 4 for me is Elf
Okay.
with Will Ferrell. I think when I made these lists, for me, the movies that I'll be picking are like just bring really good memories. First, like, from growing up and different reasons that I like them, but they all just ultimately make me feel like cozy and happy.
We're also into very popular comedians. We got Jim Carrey in the first one, Will Ferrell in the second one.
True. It's because I'm
So
a funny girl, I like funny guys. Okay,
so
what about you?
number 4, I have, you'll probably appreciate this one, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Uh, watch it every year. You generally watch it either on Thanksgiving or the Friday after with family. It's just a classic. Has a lot of actors you'd recognize now that are adults actually. But I mean, I think not much needs to be explained about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's a classic.
Yeah, that's a good one. Not on my list, but a good one.
Interesting. So you broke the popular comedian list.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but you'll see.
Okay. Oh, so we didn't break it. DVD. Number 3. What is number 3 on your list?
So number 3 for me is The Holiday.
Jude Law.
Jude Law, Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, and Jack Black.
Okay. So I watched this for the first time last year, actually.
What'd you think?
Another one of those holiday movies that dances around the holiday
Mhm.
season, but it's not like in your face holiday season. Wasn't my cup of tea. Um,
But the music's really good. The soundtrack, a lot of it's Hans Zimmer, and it's just really great music. I think that it was shot really beautiful. So although it's kind of cheesy,
very cheesy.
it's still one of my favorites.
Popular cast though. Very well known
Great
cast.
cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does Jack Black count as a comedian? Because that's one.
Well, I was actually trying to think of that as we were going through this. I was like, I don't. maybe people comment below. Is Jack Black on the same level as Will Ferrell? I think Jim Carrey may be in another category,
Yeah.
but let us know where Jack Black ranks.
I love him. I think he's great.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And also comment below while we're on the topic what holiday movies we missed. What holiday movies are on your list?
3 for you.
3 for me. You mentioned great soundtrack for the film. Home Alone 1. Love Home Alone 1. I would venture to guess Home Alone. Either one of the Home Alones are on everybody's list. It's a classic. Who didn't want to be that creative kid who was able to? You didn't. You didn't. I thought it was so cool. He had the whole place to himself. Shout out to the Michael Jordan cardboard cutout in the film. Really cool movie. Really cool.
Yeah. It's a good movie. Also not on my list.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. So so far we have, I don't know how to identify or explain, but we have different interests in our holiday movies, which is good because I think it provides 2 different perspectives for people watching this first episode. So I think it's helpful.
Yeah. I kind of feel like we might be on the same page about the next 2, but we'll see.
Number 2, your list, number 2.
Number 2 for me is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm going to stop you right there because number 2 for me is absolutely the same one.
Is it?
It's Jingle All the Way, yes. Phenomenal, cheesy, corny, great holiday movie.
A lot of good one-liners.
A lot of good one-liners. A lot of good gifts from this pro tip. Funny. I actually watched Jingle All the Way, and I can't do this for all holiday movies. I'll watch Jingle All the Way probably 5 to 10 times every holiday season.
Okay.
And the problem is now everything's becoming more accessible, but for years they would put it on all types of different forms like Showtime and all of that stuff. Give the people what they want. Give Jingle All the Way on Netflix, on Hulu, HBO, no free ads, but put Jingle All the Way on every forum. Whatever you go by, put Jingle All the Way every night on the December 1 through 25 holiday Christmas countdown. Every night.
I'm with you. Did you ever have it on video? We didn't either. So you had to almost wait to find it on cable growing up.
Yeah.
Like we would get really excited when we found it on the guide and we're like,
yeah,
you had to watch it.
My brother and I actually, if we find it on TV, we'll text each other right away like, hey, check out this channel ASAP. And I think I should mention, people are probably watching this like Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I think we're relatively the same age, so I think it was the era when we grew up. We just watched it, and it just became a nostalgic part of the holiday season.
I think that's it. That's actually a good call. We were both primarily raised in the 90s and early 2000s. Is that what you would consider?
Yeah. So, and I think that's maybe why Christmas Vacation isn't on your list as well. I think it definitely had a time and place. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's kind of a classic, but I think it holds different value for different generations.
I can't tell if it's one of those underrated movies, but when you meet someone who's seen it, you're like, I got you.
Another great point. Comment below if Jingle All the Way is underrated, overrated, or properly rated. Let's see the results on that.
Properly rated by who, though? Us?
Just general.
Has the love it needs.
Does it get the love it deserves?
See, I think Home Alone gets too much love.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an unpopular opinion. I would venture to guess.
I would think so. Are you ready?
number one. We made it. We made it to the top holiday movies.
A Christmas Story.
I disagree on this one as well.
Well, can I give my reason why it's my number one? A, it's a classic. B, it's a marathon on Christmas. I forget what channel it's on, but it literally runs from midnight to midnight. It's on all day. Throw the TV on, and it just plays all day long in my family's house. And yeah, it's like pop culture. Like, you have to know A Christmas Story.
Would you be shocked to know that I've only seen A Christmas Story one time?
And I think that's travesty.
We watched it in high school.
You should have watched it your whole
holiday event, and we watched it as a school. So the only reason I watched it was because I got out of class. I know there's a lot of famous quotes from it. It's one of those things that I totally understand. Probably you're not the only one who would have it number one on your holiday list. So,
to me, top holiday movie. And if you don't know who Ralphie is, he's the little boy in it. You could have passed for Ralphie when you were little. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I also could have passed for Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
My mom used to always give me that comparison. A little different now, for better or for worse, but a little different now. But yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's a solid number one. I think you're going to be disappointed in my number one.
I'm sure.
Not the first time. So, number one, the number one movie for me. This is an instance, one of the rare instances where the sequel is better than the original.
Oh, no.
Home Alone 2.
No.
Lost in New York is the best holiday movie. You got everything from Home Alone 1. You got the excitement. You got the hilarious, bloopers that happen, all the tips and tricks that Kevin used in the first Home Alone to ward off the criminals. And the Sticky Bandits are back in Home Alone 2.
I thought they were the Wet Bandits.
They were the Wet Bandits. They turned into the Sticky Bandits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kevin lost in New York. People were jealous of him in 1, definitely jealous of him in 2. Running New York, sitting in the back of a limo, eating a cheese pizza, living the dream during the holidays, Christmas in New York. Everything was bigger, better, grander. The music was back. The soundtrack was back. Home Alone 2 is one of the rare instances where the sequel was better than the original. I stand by that one.
All right. Well, I will give you credit because it is a classic holiday movie. So at least you didn't go rogue and pick something like Office Christmas Party for your number one.
Shots fired.
But I think, I don't know. I guess we've got our top 5 and we stick to them, it sounds like. I don't know if I'm willing to watch Home Alone 2 anytime soon. And I don't know if you're ready to watch The Holiday. So
have you not seen Home Alone 2?
I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah, so did we only have Jingle All the Way as the common thread on our top 5 lists?
Yeah. Not only was it the same movie, but it was the same number. Which for everyone, we kind of had an inkling going into this that would be, we didn't talk about our top 5 at all, but we had a feeling that would be the one common favorite for us because we've quoted it in the past, just like
in July, in March.
Yeah, like not around Christmas. Works year round for sure. Cool. Wow. All right, I learned a lot about you today.
Yeah, I learned something new every day. I didn't expect your list, but I appreciate the different perspective, and I think that's why we're doing this. I think it helps give different perspective, and go watch a holiday movie that you haven't watched previously. Hopefully from from one of our lists. And thank you for watching. As we like to say, we'll see you next time.